Hey, what's up, Facebook family? Happy Monday, February 1st. It's a new month. Man, January just whipped by. My birthday is tomorrow, and Susan's birthday is Friday, and our little dog Gabby's birthday is the 4th. So we have all sorts of birthdays happening in the George household. So I'm excited. This is my third installment of Motivation Mondays. And today I actually have a theme. The last 2 weeks I kind of went with whatever. First, I want to point out that my hair is very flat today. Authentic Deb did not gel it or anything. This is just flat hair. And we always have to comment on my hair. So yeah. So here, let's just, because flat hair is boring. So I don't know. I was trying to make it wild, but I didn't put any gel in it so it doesn't look wild. Susan's going to cut it for me when I get home. I know that was vital information that you needed. But today I want to talk about actually something specific. And here's StreamYard. Let's see. So basically what I want to say is for it to happen, you've got to take action. And I'm going to, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Oh, I'm going to share my screen for a second. So bear with me. Figure this out. That would help if I said share screen. Yeah. That's the screen I want to share. Ta-da. I mean, it's not really the way I'd want it, but since I'm kicking misperfection to the curb. So for it to happen, you must take action. And let me tell you about this. I'm gonna put that back up. But I have to see my notes for a second. So I actually have notes. I usually just go on the cuff. But what happened was, here's what happened. So I was driving to the doctor's office, okay? And recently, last week, before I came up into Texarkana, and I was thinking about my weight and all the aches and pains in my body. I mean, in the natural, I have had surgery, quite a while ago, over 15 years ago, I think. And I have a plate and 4 screws and what they call donor bone, which I kind of call dead man walking because that's my weird sense of humor. But so I have a plate up in there. And when I had that spinal fusion is what they call it, when I had that surgery, it helped all the intense nerve pain, but they didn't really follow up with me right. So not that I want to speak stuff over myself, but to be when completely honest, which I endeavor to be, there's always an element of pain that I'm in my neck and my shoulders. And like if I move my neck, I can hear it crackle. It's really weird to think like, oh my gosh, is it going to snap in half? And but like if I do that, I can always feel it and like in here, really tense in my shoulders, in my arms all the time. And it's almost like you're in such an element of pain all the time that you're not sure what normal feels like anymore. Can anybody relate, whether you're talking about physically, spiritually, or whatever, but especially physically? I really don't know what normal feels like anymore. That doesn't mean I enjoy it. And I have elements of healing. I've had a lot of healing. Anyways, I digress. So I also have, I know, completely crushed disc in my back. And the doctor told me that years ago after an MRI and said, lose 100 pounds or have surgery. Well, after the spinal fusion, there is no way I'm doing surgery again. That was like horrible. And I didn't take enough time off to heal and just, I'm really not doing elective surgery again. And I've lost 100 pounds. I put 100 pounds back on. So I'm overweight. And I'm dealing with that with the Lord, with how I eat and all of that. But all the back up to say that right now in my body, everything hurts. And, I'm going to be 58 tomorrow. I know I look like I'm 21, so just hang in there. But anyways, all that to say that as I was driving to the doctor's office, I was thinking about my mobility and my hips and my back and my shoulders. And I just heard the Lord really clearly. I mean, it's not rocket science. He said, for it to happen, you've got to take action. And it was one of those little epiphany moments that kind of stayed with me. Now, we use that phrase all the time, right? But I'd like to avoid. I really work on avoiding words that if I can't, or I won't, or it should have, or shoulda, coulda, woulda. And so what I thought was, instead of me responding saying, oh, I can't because I can't bend, or reciting doctor reasons why I can't do certain things, that as I pondered it this week, it was like, well, I have the opportunity to reframe my words. Now, a lot of people I know in my church settings, in my network settings, covenant networks, we talk about the word, the year of the reset, and the re's. And, and the Lord spoke to me, reframe your words. So how can we reframe our words in an authentic way to focus on the issue while continuing to speak life into any situation? That way I'm not ignoring the doctor's report of crushed up discs that look like mincemeat, or I'm not ignoring the pain in my body or anything, but I do have an opportunity to reframe my words. And so for me to take action to make something happen, I have an opportunity this week. You have an opportunity this week to reframe your words. Think about it. How many opportunities throughout the day do we actually encounter an opportunity where we can reframe our words? We can reframe it, we can reaffirm it, we can release, we can reframe our thinking. How about reframing our expectations? Reframing our words and confessions. There's so much on that. But really what I'm trying to say is, no matter what it is that you need to do, you can think about it till you're blue in the face, but it's not going to happen, right? Here, I'll put this up again just to remind you here. It is not going to happen unless you take action. Action can start with your thought. Reframe your thought. Or, as I've heard the phrase, have a better thought. Are you having a thought right now, or as you're watching this, or this week, that is not serving you? Have a better thought. Reframe your thought. Taking action doesn't mean that your circumstances change right away, but it means that you're committed to the process of what it takes to be in the place that you want. I want to weigh like 170 pounds. I think at my age and my height, that's about a good weight. That's a ways to go. So I can either focus on how many pounds that is and let my Neanderthal brain, for lack of a better word, tell me all the reasons why that's not going to happen. Oh, you're too old. Or I can have a better thought. I can reframe my thought and say, well, for today, this is what I'm going to do that. For today, I'm going to stretch so that I'm not in so much pain. I can reframe my thought. And I know this sounds simple, but I believe this is really profound for us, that you have got to take action. Don't just sit and think about the what ifs or the I wishes. That's probably a whole nother message. It's so easy, especially like in car rides, if you're in the car or you're just zoning out if you're anything like me, to daydream of what could be. And the thing is that for me, whatever God tells me and promises me, God likes to daydream with me, but God also gives me the ability to see that daydream out so it becomes manifest in my life, or it becomes a reality. So whatever it is that you need to take action on the day, I'm not saying go write a 50-point bulletin. Don't be Miss Perfect. Don't overdo it, golly. In others, where you're writing down 50 things and all of a sudden you've said, oh, I've got to do all this week. Just pick one thing. For me right now, it's literally just getting up and moving. We're in the country house, so I've been taking the dogs for walks. My back feels like it is going to snap literally in half by the time I get back. It's that bad. The pain is that bad right now. When I'm making coffee, I dance around. None of you want to see me dance, but Susan will come in and I'm like moving my hips and dancing around, but I'm taking action to try to stretch those muscles and stretch those hip flexors and everything. So it's kind of fun. Dance while I get my coffee. So all that to say, for it to happen, you've got to take action. So what is it that you need to take action on today? I've got several things, but I'm picking one thing at a time. And so I just want to encourage you that we are in this thing called life together, and that there is really nothing impossible. It is just a matter of taking small steps. If you take a step and you fall back, well, then get back up and take another step. So I'd love to hear your comments. If you have any prayer requests, if there's anything you want me to speak on, sure, send it in the comments and let me know, and I will definitely speak on it. So I would love to hear your comments. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, all that fun stuff. I'll be uploading this as a podcast, and I'll be doing some more podcasts, but I'm kind of going with the flow. I'm going with whatever I think I feel motivated to do. Somebody said, "Hi, Debbie." I don't know who that is, but hi. And like I said, comment. Don't just comment. That kind of helps me with the algorithms, and I want to hear from you, and I want to be able to have conversation with you. So with that, I say have a great day, be blessed, and know that you are loved. Bye-bye. This is Authentic Deb, signing off.